Hi, Leah Kukowski with CTV Channel 11 Sports, and I'm here with Isaiah Stevens, and we're going to be talking a little bit about this upcoming basketball season. So, man, year number 5. That's so awesome. I mean, so tell me, there's so many amazing memories. What is the first word that comes to your mind when you think of CSU basketball?
Family at this point. I've built so many great relationships with the coaches and players, both the ones here now and former players that I feel like they're a part of my family now, and we all keep in touch as best as possible with our busy schedules. But that's probably the first thing that comes to mind.
I mean, yeah, you got to play with some amazing players like David Roddy, Carvacho. How do you still keep in touch with them?
Absolutely, and especially with those two, they always find their way back in Fort Collins, especially over the last few years, just to probably come hang out with me, because why not, right? But yeah, I love those two to death, and we've definitely built some strong relationships.
Oh yeah, totally. And I mean, you've just been such an influential player here as it is. I'm going to talk about one of your big moments from last year. Those 2 impossible shots at UNLV is what they've been calling it. Tell me what was going on through your head when you made those?
Wow. That's really the only way I think I can describe it. Just 2 opportunities that we were able to take advantage of. And I think that's the cool part about the game of basketball is it's never truly over until the clock hits all zeros.
I remember that like it was yesterday. It always replays in the back of my mind. This is kind of an interesting question, but let's say you got to be at as high of a level skill-wise with a different sport. What sport would you want to be as good at?
Probably baseball. I think baseball, man, the money is really good over there. So if I could be a high-level baseball player, I don't know, maybe catch an outfield and just hit a whole bunch of home runs, that'd be awesome.
Would you have a walk-up song?
Oh, if I did, it'll probably be something like Drake-related if I had to pick one, but yeah.
Going kind of back to players that you played with and being here, you said family, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think is the goofiest player you've ever had the chance to play with?
Oh my, that's a long list. First one that comes to mind is Chris Martin from my freshman year, just a nonstop jokester. Always had the locker room laughing. On a more recent note, Trace Young comes to mind, just a nonstop ball of energy who's just always uplifting everybody. And right now on this team, Kyan Evans, one of our freshmen, just all day, every day, just always got a quick joke on hand. So that one's been awesome.
And, you know, speaking of, yeah, there's a lot of new faces this year. You know, how's the team chemistry going so far?
I think it's really starting to mesh. Well, we were able to get everybody in here early in the summer and start building that up from day one. And I'm liking the direction that we're heading, but definitely still got some ways to go as far as just gelling and chemistry. But so do a lot of other teams in the country. So I like where we're at right now.
I know Roddy obviously got drafted the first round in the NBA, and I know that was a possibility for you as well. So what was the ultimate decision to come back for a final year here?
I honestly just felt like it was the best decision for me. Yeah, Roddy was definitely a great leader in that regard of him blazing that path for players out of CSU. And I don't think it's all said and done for me yet, but as of right now, I'm definitely happy where I'm at.
Were your goals different coming into it versus they are now?
I think the biggest thing is just as far as my leadership goes, just being more vocal, being more willing to be vocal out there on the floor, and also understanding that we're all just holding each other accountable as we're trying to push in one direction, which is winning as many games as possible.
And you've dealt with a lot of adversity too, you know, getting out first round in March Madness, losing to SDSU last year, even though they made it, that amazing finals run. How do you move forward from that and like take it into this season with like all of those hardships that could have potentially also been won too in those games?
It just builds a chip on our shoulder. Maybe one that we might have lacked in some areas last year, just continuing to get that hunger back, that fight, that grit, to understand that no matter how good you are, or how much talent you have on your team, you got to go out there and earn each and every win. And so I feel like that's kind of the mentality that we have right now, and the toughest part is going to be just maintaining that throughout the season.
What is the best post-win treat that you like to have for yourself?
Okay, so it kind of depends on what time our game is. If we have enough time, Chipotle is my go-to for everything. Pre-practice, post-practice, that's my favorite meal. You can ask anybody on our team. They always know I'm down for that trip. But if it's a super late game, we do a good job of catering some really good spots. And probably Cafe Max, they do a really good job with their with their burritos and bowls and stuff. So I've always enjoyed that meal.
I think eating is one of the most important things as an athlete, but you got to be able to have fun too. Like, it's something you like, but what do you want to get out of this season for you personally?
Man, I just want to enjoy it. Just be where my feet are, be planted, be humble, just embrace everything that's hopefully in store for not only myself as a player, but our team as well. And get back to what we know at CSU basketball, which is, like I said, an unselfish brand, a lot of winning, and a lot of people getting their praises and just due. So I'm super excited for that, and I feel like we got the pieces to do it.
I've had such pleasure watching you guys, watching you grow as a player. It's been so fun. So thanks for sitting down and have this conversation. Everyone make sure November 6th, Louisiana Tech, here, Moby Arena, right? 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock?
I don't even know.
We don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
All right, well, let's see everyone then. Thank you so much, Isaiah.
Thank you.